Now we're going to talk about program management. Program management has been a growing job category over the last 20 years, largely due to its increased visibility in the software and marketing industries. Yet there can be confusion or inconsistency from industry to industry and company to company on what exactly a program manager does. What's more, there's also confusion about what a program manager does versus what a project manager does. When the right person fills the program manager role, he or she helps the project managers whose projects are part of the program's success. Additionally, the program manager will shape the program to align with the company's topmost financial goals. In this lesson, you'll learn what an effective program manager does, the difference between program management and project management, and what the landscape looks like for program management in the future. So first, let's define program management. Program management is the coordinated management of projects and change management activities to achieve beneficial change. A program usually starts with a vision of a changed organization and the benefits that will accrue from the change. Delivering the changed organization will involve coordinating a number of projects and ensuring that their outputs are used to deliver benefits. This will require change management of business as usual activities. Typically, the desired benefits are initially identified within a business case that justifies the necessary investment. A detailed specification of the end state of the program is called a blueprint. However, the scale of programs and the impact of a dynamic business environment means that intermittent or regular redefinition may be required. Let's talk about the role of a program manager. Though the role of a program manager may vary due to the size or type of company, essentially a program manager oversees a series of progressive and related projects, each of which has its own schedule and set of deliverables. The projects are often related, though sometimes a program manager can oversee a set of projects whose only connection is shared resources. A program manager also has a high-level role in his or her own company's management structure, and therefore has a responsibility for overall processes, annual budgets, and costs, and more. It can also be helpful if a program manager manages projects to avoid bureaucracy. A program manager needs to keep the small details moving forward and on time, but through his or her project managers, and is accountable to the organization and senior management, which make up the program. Program manager priorities. A program manager typically oversees multiple projects and people, which requires strategic assignment of resources and planning. It's the program manager's call if one project needs to be given more resources, even at the expense of another one. Sometimes individual projects need to be put on hold or killed to keep the overachieving goals in the program moving in the right direction. Typical program manager duties include defining and assigning projects within the program and working with the project manager to set up a timeline, and necessary staffing and resources. Regular check-ins with project managers on status as well as senior management, clients, and other stakeholders. Reprioritizing, demoting, promoting, or adding projects to a program if necessary, and adjusting timelines and stakeholder and staff expectations as needed. Also, identifying potential risks, business level, program level, and project level to the program, and making timely adjustments and course corrections if needed. According to the Project Management Institute, or PMI, the accrediting agency that certifies program managers as well as project managers, a program manager should consider instituting several components and guidelines to set up program teams for success. These include Program Management Office, or PMO Charter. A PMO charter establishes the scope, goals, and budget of the PMO and enables discussion and collaboration. Most importantly, it sets out the key pillars of the program so that future projects can be checked against them at every stage for alignment and effectiveness. Next, there's the Program Governance Plan. This can be a very simple document, but should identify who is responsible for the program's governance and management. It should also spell out the plan for managing and reviewing the program at a fairly high level. Next, there's the Program Communications Plan. This plan can encompass internal communications or IT needs, content or graphics assignments, as well as outward messaging. There's the Program Stakeholder Analysis. This can be a helpful tool in keeping track of all your stakeholders as well as what they need to know and when they need to know it. This document is typically a checklist that lists all potential stakeholders, internal, such as IT, top management, client services, and team members, and external, such as clients, vendors, contractors, and media. Then there's the Program Plan. This is the comprehensive playbook for the entire program. It lists the goals and components of the program, all the projects contained within it, the staff responsible for each piece, calendars, deliverables, deadlines, and more. Then there's the issue tracker. This should be a shared file or set of files where anyone involved in a piece of the program can log an issue, share a roadblock, make an update, ask a question, or refine a task. So let's talk about the difference between a program manager and a project manager. A program manager manages multiple projects and sometimes multiple programs, where a project manager manages the teams responsible for fulfilling the project and achieving its deliverables. Generally speaking, a program manager has broader responsibilities than the project manager. Therefore, the tools that they use are focused on either the macro for the program manager or the micro for the project manager. Now let's talk about program management best practices. Problem solving, switching priorities, and mitigating risks. On a daily basis, a program manager needs to see the issues he needs to see, and he needs to not see the issues he doesn't need to see. In other words, project managers should be bringing only potential roadblocks to the program manager for intervention. Otherwise, the project managers should manage the details of their own projects.